When I'm good to
You are
go.
good to go.
Damn. Welcome back to the Call of the Hunger campaign, everyone. Last time we left, our party had just been forged in the heart of the crooked, decrepit city of Lemoore. Where we stand now is on a precipice on top of a huge smokestack, having finally vanquished a rather nasty beast, seemingly some sort of manticore-like creature that spewed alcoholic fire amongst upon our party members, and along with their hosts, a gentleman that they met by the name of Wallaby, who through a series of ragtag uh, quick, how do I put it, quick thinking, managed to seemingly lasso this crew up together, and I got just a nasty hair in my eye. What the heck? Ugh. Hard to think when you're getting stabbed in the brain. Anyways, managed to rope you guys together in a flight, an exodus from this city, with a couple of you having a few objectives of your own in place. But before you guys can achieve those, you need to get the hell out of Dodge. And so the last point that was to be made was Wallaby was gearing up after he had handed out some what looked to be pretty much hazmat suits, getting ready to take a long drop down into the smokestack, which, unlike, I guess, our smokestacks, this one's got a whole bunch of fluid drainage pipes that lead to it, and there's a cacophony of quite a roar of fluid down below, as the local, the most close tributary that runs to the White Flow has been opened up and is cleaning out this part of the city. And they're using it to generate some sort of power here by the looks of it. Let me just get some music playing. I had it on
There you
repeat,
go.
but it wasn't on.
So it's Sean Connery that's getting us out of here, right?
You know what? If that's how you'd like to think of him, then sure.
Captain Jack Connery.
I'm just making sure I had
JC, Mr. Wallaby. Yeah,
the right individual in mind.
yeah. So this tall, pink-skinned, I almost picture like a pig that's been like the skin's been a little bit ripened from maybe too much time in the sun or something like that. Ridiculous sideburns, a bit of a mullet, kind of a gangly looking guy, a bit of a pot belly, backpack full of booze. Suits up and looking to you guys. He's got some Cinderblocks available to tie off to as well. Well, anyone interested in taking the first drop?
1 second, actually, and I walk over to that body, and I just start, looking for, feathers, things like that, anything of value or use, or
So-
even...
The body is dangling from a rope caught on a piece of rebar on the inside of
How far down?
this silo. It's probably 10, 15 feet down.
Oh,
So you'll need to rappel down to.
it's a lot harder to get to than I thought. Well, can I look at it and see if I see anything? Do I know, are the feathers worth something?
Yeah, do a knowledge nature check to determine if you think there's anything valuable about this creature that could be harvested.
And keep in mind, she thinks a lot of things are valuable. You said investigation, so
No, I said
Alright.
knowledge nature.
knowledge nature. Okay, sorry.
No problem.
It's like when you said that, my brain short circuited. I was like, she thinks everything's valuable. It's like a certified hoarder over here. 2 success, 3 advantage.
Yeah, on this type of creature, which you determine to be some sort of mutated manticore, your first assumption is that if you could harvest whatever barbed barbs come out of its tail, those would be because of the poison on them. That would be rather useful. But since it's got a snake head instead of a tail, you imagine that the glands from the snake head that seem to spew whatever nasty substance there was, that would be useful. So you could take the whole head for now, which would be a little bit less finesse, or you could try to take the glands out, and then you would have less crap to deal with, so to speak.
Yeah, me with my little spear and my little arms might not be able to knock that head off, but I know somebody.
You could cut it off, but I'm saying like you could go for just like deal with the finesse part later.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, but I got to get down there first. So, slip on one of those uniform things.
Okay. Do you zip it all the way up, or what's your thoughts here? So the manticore itself is not in any effluent in the pipes itself right now. It's dry because it's so high up.
Yeah, and you said like it zips all the way up, like you can't see anything.
Yeah, it can zip all the way up past your head. Yep.
But then you can't see anything because.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. No. Then I'll zip it up to the have it dangle like a hood.
Okay. What do you do?
What was the plan? What was his plan for getting down? Sorry.
Jump.
Just jump. Okay.
With a cinder block to make sure it weighs him down.
That's terrifying. Yeah. Okay. Do I see anything I could secure a rope to or something to?
Yeah. Give me an investigation check or Actually, give me a mechanics check.
Don't mean to derail everything. Mechanics. Okay, 2 success, 3 advantage.
Yeah, you're able to find there's a chunk of rebar sticking out the outside of the smokestack, so that you could potentially put a rope on that, so to speak, and then come off and down into the inside of the space. And it's not too far off from where the manticore fell.
Okay. I'll tie it and then be like, it's Ilya, right? That's how you say it? Okay. If you wouldn't mind just being there to grab it just in case this, slips.
You saying something, Dustin?
Did I mute myself?
Now I can.
We can hear you now, so.
Oh, I must have been too far from the mic. Oh, do you want me to hold on to the rope in case it slips?
It's just yeah, just in case, if it comes off where I tie it here, and I just fall to my. I get we're all trying to get down there, but
You want to control the speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I hold on to the rope.
Okay. So I've got it secured. He's just my backup in case something breaks or snaps or
Okay.
sketchy, scary. And then I'm going to try to go down to where that body is.
Okay, so you're gonna lean back and then slowly let the rope out of your hands.
Yeah, with your feet against the wall,
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Yeah, this is where it all goes to shit.
And do you have a dagger? While you're still up here, I'm gonna be the nice DM and say, do you have a dagger? Because a dagger would be a much better tool for harvesting, and if you wanted to have an opportunity to ask someone else before they have to throw it to you while you're down there.
I have 2 books and some herbs.
Really hard to cut the head off of a snake with some.
No,
herbs.
I have a survivor's toolkit, so I have a knife.
Okay.
And a hatchet.
Oh, yep. Then that's fine.
Okay. Just yeah, I don't think this tea herbs are really going to be helpful, but
Great strength hit.
Yeah, 1 and 1.
Okay. So you start letting out the rope a little bit, But unfortunately, you're kind of surprised at like the speed of or just the magnitude of the weight into your hands, and especially after gripping so hard on your spear earlier, the adrenaline's running low, and so you kind of got those shaky fingers, and it starts to let loosen from your hands, and you still hold on just enough to zip down to where this thing is, but unfortunately you go a little bit past it because you got like a 30-40 foot rope. So you go right past it, singeing your hands a little bit on the rope itself before you manage to stop yourself.
Okay. How much further down is it?
It's now above you.
No, to the bottom.
To the bottom? You can't see the bottom because of the fluids that come down, and it's like a torrential waterfall below you down. It's probably 50 feet to the water.
Yeah, that's so spooky. Okay. I'll try to climb up. I'm like scared.
Okay, give me another athletics check.
This isn't gonna go well. 3 success.
Yeah, so you weren't too far past it. You managed to just like shakily get up towards on top of the one of the effluent pipes that is close to the hanging carcass, and the tail is just kind of flopping down. You have to kind of reach out for it in order to grab its limp body, but you can pull the tail towards you at this point.
Okay.
And by the way, you all have your story points still, I believe.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know how to use it. I'm trying to think of how I could use it to not screw this up. Alright, yeah, could I use it? Can I use the story point to introduce a fact that there's, like, something I could brace one of my feet on? Or...
Yeah, there's in fact, you can take the rope that you have, like, taut on your stomach now, I assume, and you can actually, like, loop it a couple of times on another barb that's sticking out of the wall there. So that way you're kind of tethered into the spot that you're at. You've got a good handhold there. Yep.
Okay, I'll try to take the stuff off.
Okay, you're just removing the head?
Yeah, that's probably the main point. You said there was something on the tail or two?
The head of the snake, which is the tail.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
No problem. I keep on wanting to say shins, now that's wretch. Okay, yeah, give me a survival check.
It's really hard for me not to be smarmy because I'm used to shins is just asshole demeanor in general. And I'm like, oh wait, I actually need to be helpful or just not say anything.
I'm like, what? Triumph and 3 success.
Yeah, you remove the head and carefully as you kind of like finish off separating the spine at the closest joint. It pops loose and your foot slips there a little bit. You catch yourself and you're able to secure it in your bag.
All right.
That'll count as a small good for the purposes. Actually, you know what? It'll count as 1 encumbrance.
Okay.
Congratulations, you're encumbered.
Yep.
You have a head in your bag. And as you're doing that, you hear above you the rope that tethered this beast in place that's been singed now and is no longer animate. You hear it go, tung tung tung. As the tension in it seems to you hear the guys up top hear a couple of the strands start to ping.
That's a problem.
That's the rope or my rope?
That's the old burnt rope that you used to make your trap.
Okay, so not holding me.
That it's hanging from.
Yes.
Over that corpse.
What was that, Dustin?
I was just telling her to watch out for that corpse since the rope is loosening.
I grab a handful of feathers and then...
It's got bat-like wings and a hide like a lion.
Oh, so it doesn't have any. I thought it had a. Thought it had a bird head. Okay, that's fine.
No, it's got a face similar to a human.
Oh. Okay, that's fine.
As you climb up, you see it shift just slightly. As the rope slowly starts to crack and crumble, gathering in speed as you give me an athletics check to see how you climb.
2 and 6. Okay, 2 success, 1 advantage.
Hey, up is harder than down. But as you take one hand in front of the other, kind of coiling up the rope as you go, trying to like get it up and around your elbows as you're pulling, you do manage to get all the way up to the top. As the distantly below you, you see the creature give away and fall down into the waters below you guys.
I don't do so well with heights, so it's kind of spooky, but this is gonna be worth something.
You guys just see this slumped over head sticking out of the bag, forked tongue, leaving like a trail of goo.
I close its eyes. Oh, sorry.
We don't need none of that now.
Oh, I never stooped below picking up a silver before, sure. If you say it's worth something, then by all means.
Can I start my descent?
Sure. How are you going to do this? The smokestack, from what you guys can see, is probably 100 feet tall. But that being said, Wallaby has mentioned that the water is leaving somewhere underground.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you going to jump, or you're going to start your descent? What's your thoughts here?
I mean, Wallaby suggested that we just jump with a cinder block, right?
Yes.
And that's what I'm going to do. I am an extremely trusting little rat.
All right. Do you put on the suit?
Yes.
Okay, so you're suited up. Anything else you want to do? Grab the cinder block, tie it to you, do none of that.
Grab the cinder block, and the suit is fully on, so I can't see jack diddly shit.
Okay, and all of your stuff's in your bag on your back, I assume, like your hammer and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you got your suits fully up. Did you say you were going to use the cinder block or no?
Yes.
Okay, are you tying it to you?
No, I'm just holding.
Okay. Well, you know what they say. Small step for a rat. Actually, it's a pretty small step for a rat, but good luck, buddy. And, you gotta jump?
Thanks. And then I jump.
Okay. He turns you around right before you go to jump to make sure that you jump in the right direction.
Aww.
And, you shoot off down into the smokestack. And, everyone else, you see him plummet down right past a couple pieces of rebar, and whoosh, the water swallows him whole. What do you guys do?
Gary.
How do we know if he's, like, alright?
Well, if we follow the chute and we don't shoot him at the other end, he's probably dead.
No.
But
If we follow suit and don't see anything, then he's definitely dead.
Yellow dicks.
I'm just trying to make an accurate assessment of our survival chances.
Wallaby goes, "That's a good point," and he goes down and he pulls out his brandy, uncorks it, swirls around. One more for the road.
No, thank you.
Shoot your chef. Corks it, puts it back in his bag, zips up, puts his bag like a baby carrier style on his chest, and it's like, "Well, so long." Zips up, jumps up with the cinder block.
Like holding it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna drown.
You know what? Ilya's a fairly athletic guy. He's a tough guy, and Well, he doesn't want to be alone, so I think I'm gonna first offer repelling to our elf friend, see what she thinks, and then grab me a cinder block and maybe take a leap.
I like how that sentence progressed. Well, I'm a tough guy, athletic guy. I don't want to be alone.
That's sensitive.
Wait a second.
One thing,
This is a different kind of conversation now. Are you okay?
one thing I do need that Wretch to do quick is give me a discipline check.
Oh wait, I'm super disciplined. Fuck you, I'll be fine. Discipline. 4 dice, 2 of which are yellow. Eh. 3 and 3.
Okay, thank you.
Did I win?
You'll never know.
We'll know later.
Oh.
Alright, so jumping seems terrible and scary. And I'm like over that edge, like looking down. Oh no, don't like that. Don't like that. Rappelling down, I still have to jump. Okay. Okay. I'll take the cinder block, and I guess everyone else is holding it. I'm scared to tie it to myself, and then, like, yeah. Okay. Fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I like the option of letting go if I need to.
Yeah. Okay, so I grab a cinder block, and I'm like, okay, Ilya, so this is the deal, okay?
Are you suited up fully right now?
Not yet.
Okay, because you got the neck.
I've got it. I've got it up to my neck, and I'm like, so what I'm gonna need you to do is push me, and I zip it up.
Okay. Make a quick assessment of the rebar and clearance below, and give our elf friend a good push.
Oh man, give me an athletics check, please.
Me?
No, not you.
What check you cut?
Athletics, please. Oh, yeah.
I'm all about
It's too sad. Okay.
5.
And I'm going to need a
Yeah.
discipline check from Emery.
Yeah. There's no way. No, at least myself, I could never jump off a cliff. There's no way, Emery.
1 triumph, 2 success, and 2 advantage.
She gets clearance. She's in the middle of the thing as she's falling.
All right, I got 3 success.
Okay. And head over heels. You get just enough chance to take a breath as you're screaming and falling before you hit the water. It's just
funny.
tough.
Well, again, I'm the strong, sensitive type, so I'm just gonna take the leap, zip all the way up, grab the cinder block, and tumble right on down there.
All right, give me a discipline check, please.
Chad.
Yep.
That's just how I live.
It's how you die, too, if you're not careful.
Yeah. 2 plus my willpower. My goodness. 5 success, 1 advantage.
Jesus. Nice.
Just
So, all of you managed not to reflexively let go of your cinder block.
Yay!
And
Hard thing to do.
with the added weight, and more specifically density, you are carried in more of a straight down fashion rather than getting blown around into some of the many areas that some of the turbidity really kicks up in these little pockets along the long drop, so to speak. You're immediately that fabric that you have over your face suctioned up to your face. It's pushing up against you as your ears are just covered in a roar, and you're tossed and turned upside down, left and right, as your inner ear is telling you. But down you go, and I need you guys to give me a resilience check, please.
I am also incredible at that.
You're like describing probably one of the greatest combination of my fears.
4-1.
I am rolling fantastically. 1 triumph, 4 success, and 3 advantage.
Yeah, that's great. Everybody's great. No success, 3 advantage.
No
Hell
success, 3 advantage. Okay. You are battered against the walls of the whatever chamber you seem to be in, and it's enough to really wither your resolve a bit. As you there's like a corner of something that just like pokes you in the eye. Unfortunately, like very unluckily, you're just not prepared for it. You're going to take 2 points of damage as you were jostled down below. But eventually, you guys feel yourself being pressed against what you can only surmise to be the bottom of this chute, so to speak, wherever it has led you, and slowly dragging along the surface just a little bit. Dragging along the bottom just a little bit. Underwater, your breath is slowly fading. What do you do?
So we are trying to swim out of the city.
So at this point, yeah, like the what you could call water is like rushing down. You've gone all the way down to the bottom. You still feel a strong current, but while holding the cinder block down at the bottom, the cinder block is keeping you from like just being pulled away by the current, so to speak.
Okay. I mean, I'll try to walk with the current because it's leading out, I believe.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
That is 3
The
grades.
engineer.
Two and 1.
Yeah, you stumble a couple of times trying to find your footing on what feels like an uneven surface. It seems to be rising in certain spots and lowering in others. But limping along blindly, you manage to take a few more steps. What is everyone's bronze score?
3.
3.
Okay, so you can hold your breath 2 minutes and 3 minutes respectively.
So 3 minutes for both of us, since both of us have a brawn of 3.
Yep, and then Anne-Marie is 2.
Okay.
Emery's doing great.
It's fine. I've got a head in my backpacks.
Wretch is
Got something going for me.
Wretch is pushing forward, walking along the bottom of this, though everyone is, in their own way, alone right now.
Yeah, I would, when I got to the bottom, let go of my cinder block.
The current carries you away, and you find yourself swooshing back and forth, and eventually you bump into something. As you are flying along on this stream. That is the first thing that Wretch feels as company. As you ping along his back and keep going down the stream, so to speak. Ilya, what are you doing at this point?
I'm gonna trudge along the bottom here in the general direction of the current.
Okay.
Goddamn right. That's my boy
Basically
right
just
there.
trying to keep your feet underneath you, so to speak, as the water pushes you from behind. Go ahead and give me an athletics check as well.
Emery don't got time
Success,
for
1
that.
advantage.
You said what?
1 triumph. Sorry. The dice roller started playing an ad.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. 1 triumph. Wait, what? I got an ad.
You're
5
kind of
success, 1 advantage.
5 success? Jeez, okay. Yeah, you start plodding along, slowly but surely, and Emery. Eventually, you come along and you smack right into a wall. That's what it feels like. Take 2 points of damage. You're caught on something. Not sure what it is.
You said 2 more points of damage?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm rocking it. I'm killing it.
The water's pushing up against you. You still hear it flowing.
Okay. All around me?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Did you ever put? Yeah, you put your hood fully over your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you had Dustin throw you. All right.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if she could see or not.
1 success, 2 advantage.
Okay. Feeling around, you feel like you can feel to your side a wall. You can feel your back up against the wall. You can feel another wall by your head.
Okay. But do I feel like I'm still like surrounded by water, or do I not know?
You definitely feel water, and you
Okay.
can hear it. Your suit's filled with it. Sorry, your suit's not filled. You feel your suit pressed up against you on it. With
Okay.
it.
And so it feels like all walls.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Your feet and to your left. Maybe not.
Okay. Well, okay, so I'll try to feel that direction, like to left.
To the left. Feeling around, you can kind of feel that there's like a ledge
Left.
here, so to speak. And you can feel like when you put your hand around the ledge, it kind of goes like it kind of gets caught a little bit more on the current.
Okay. Well, Jeremy says left is always right, so we go with that.
Okay. So you kind of fumble along to try to get into that main jet stream there.
Yep.
Okay. As you do, the water pushes you down further, and you can feel it kind of like you're a smaller person, but you can kind of feel like your antlers like getting caught on some of the the surfaces here. It's much thinner
yeah.
than we were before.
How do those work with the like? Did he find me a suit where my horns wouldn't like poke?
Yeah, he was shopping.
Okay.
But give me a coordination check.
All right.
Sean Connery always has your back.
Yeah. That's 1
Especially
and 1.
if you're a woman. 1 and 1. Okay. You managed to
She can't help it.
wiggle your way through what seems to be a tight area, and as you do, the water surges you forward, and you find yourself coming out the other side, rolling. And with that, I'll go back to Wretch.
So I got bumped on the back of the noggin by my friend, but I don't know that. Nevertheless, after not being bitten immediately afterwards, I'm just going to assume that it is not anything dangerous down here and continue to walk forward, trusting that I'm going in the right direction.
Okay. As you do, eventually, bonk, you come to a dead end. The path immediately in front of you feels, so to speak, but you still feel the surge of the fluid of the water pressing in behind you, pushing yourself forward, so to speak, to where you're bumping into the wall in front of you.
I'm gonna take a look around, unzip that hoodie, and just full on look.
Okay. As you zip it down, the water immediately permeates into it, but you've been holding your breath since you're almost getting gagged on your own suit anyways. You pull it open, and the water starts gushing into it, and it's acrid, and you can feel it sizzling, like lye getting down into your clothes. I need you to give me a resilience check.
You didn't go fishing as a kid, did you?
Me? No.
Uh,
Well, I went fish like as a really little kid. 4 and 1.
Jesus.
Finding the sewer rat.
You keep asking. Oh, hey, Mr. Resilience, who can withstand anything. You want to do a resilience check? What, you did well? Oh, strange.
You shrug it off as whatever this is seeps into your hide, and into your fur. Yeah, you'll wiggle it out later. Looking around, give me a perception check now.
Now's where we start failing. Perception. Yeah, that's a 2. All right.
know what's going on, but I can handle it.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, the sewer water can't hurt me. I can still get fucking lost.
Yeah.
1 and 1.
Okay. You are able to feel around, and down by your feet there appears to be the majority of the jet stream still moving along. You're getting on your hands and knees, you feel the water pushing you ahead a little bit. If you leave the stone, you can finagle your way up and continuing on this path.
My friend gave me this stone. I'm not leaving it behind. What if it's expensive? All right, I'm gonna try to get to the path, dragging my stone friend along. I can't speak right now because I'm underwater, but in my thoughts, I'm like, "Come on, George, we're gonna make it! Come on!"
I'm trying to pull the stone. All right, I need you to give me either a coordination or an athletics check. Please let me know which one you are doing.
Athletics.
Meanwhile, Ilya, you come across a very similar situation, butting up against what appears to be a dead end.
How high is this dead end? Can I tell?
Okay, so if you take the time to drop your rock, you can kind of like wiggle around, or you can take your stone and like push it up against the ceiling if you want.
Something like that, like kind of feel around, raise it up.
Okay. As you do, this cavern is just tall enough for you to be able to stand erect, so to speak.
Oh. Okay, so the clearing is just above my head? Or can I not feel the top of whatever this obstacle is?
You can feel this cavern. Like, you can feel this tube that you're in, so to speak. It's a dead-end wall in front of you, but you can feel the roof right about at head height.
Okay. So, this isn't like a ledge going up into a bigger tube. This is just a straight-up wall.
Correct. You feel a wall in front of you.
Okay.
Reaching out, you feel a wall in front of
Well, gosh darn it. I guess I went the wrong way then, didn't I? Or I have to drop my cinder block.
As you start considering that, you start to hear in the rushing of the water, kind of close by. What was your athletics test result, Wretch?
1 and 1, baby.
Oof. Your cinder block's stuck, and as you're reefing on it, it was moving there for a bit, but now it seems to be kind of stuck for the moment. In your efforts, as you're pulling at it, you're reminded about your breath, and pulling really hard could risk you burning through some of your oxygen. Ilya, you hear this grinding noise coming from below, but up close. Sound is really hard to be able to tell here in underwater. I'm going to need you to give me a perception check if you want to figure out what the heck is going on, as you are currently black bagged, so to speak, and in rushing water.
I, as a person, am just so uncomfortable.
John, oh good. Oh, agility? Really?
Yeah, it's agility is keenness of body in this particular thing.
Yeah,
So,
I just remembered your explanation that it makes sense, but it threw me for a minute there. Oh, come on. 3 success, 3 advantage?
You're really not able to make out much in detail, other than you hear what kind of sounds like the walls giving away and grinding on each other around you.
Everything's just so unpleasant down here. Yeah, if there's a wall in front of me and I can't really tell what's going on, I obviously don't want to pull my hood down. That would be ludicrous. I think I'm gonna have to.
It's like shade thrown there.
Hey, but it worked out for you. It's ludicrous for me. I don't have the confidence that your character does. Gosh. Yeah, I think I'm going to throw the cinder block down and probably just toss it and see what happens.
Well, you can't see what happens, but as you let go of the cinder block, it floats down, and you can feel it kind of thump by your feet. Not moved as much, but it does roll forward a little bit.
Noticing a distinct lack of loyalty here.
To the rock?
To the rock.
I think it served its purpose.
Oh, okay, so you just throw it away after it's served its purpose.
That is a grand and noble path in life, to know that you fulfilled your purpose. Now the rock can rest.
This is some shit.
It will never again be disturbed. It can rest for all eternity, knowing that it is basking in its finest moment.
George isn't done, though. George still has time to go.
Emery, you find yourself rolling down a jagged hill, so to speak, being pulled along by the stream itself. You can either give me a coordination check or a... Actually, how would you respond to that?
Sorry.
You feel yourself flopping down a somewhat jagged hill.
That is terrifying. I'll curl in on myself.
Okay, give me a resilience check then.
Alright. 1 and 1.
1 and 1, okay. So, as you flop down, you manage to shrug off some of the worst of the blows, but it tears open your suit, and you feel some of the fluid seeping into it, and filling in the spaces as you... and eventually you get caught on one rock that kind of pulls you sideways, and you flop down, and the water seems to... You seem to have stopped, so to speak, as the water seems to fill into your suit.
Oh no. Well, it's kind of moot now. So I'll unzip because I don't think I can there's once it's open, it's open. Like I don't have a way to see what's going on to be able to close it really quick.
The fluid pools in, and you kind of come gasping up for air as you kind of pull down your zipper and kind of aspirate a little bit as some of this fluid is you coming up to your hands and knees. It's about still elbow deep as you kind of come up out of the water, so to speak. And it's on your face. It's soaking into your clothes. I need you to give me a resilience check.
Yeah, of course. What a great day. 1 success. I lose art. I fall down a giant hole.
Right. You are considered poisoned right now, and we'll get back to that in here in just a moment.
Yeah, we'll get back to that when the rat's back over here.
It's going to be a 1 poison average. Meanwhile, Wretch, your rock feels stuck in your first attempts to pry it through this space. What do you do?
Sounds like your fucking problem. I'm getting that rock out of here. What do I need to do?
Yeah, how would you going to attempt this? More muscle, or are you going to try to wiggle it around and try to figure out how to get this Tetris piece through, so to speak?
Probably the wiggles.
Wiggles? Okay, give me I'll allow either a mechanics or a skullduggery check.
Oh god, mechanics or skullduggery, that does not sound great for me. Skullduggery is cunning, that's a 2. Mechanics are intelligence, it's a 2. We'll go with mechanics, because I never got to use intelligence on shins.
You
so
still
we'll
have
go-
story points that you could use to either upgrade this or introduce a fact to it as well.
That's for next round. Alright, 1 and 2.
Try as you might, you're looking around to see if there's a spot that it'll fit better in, and as you're looking around, you keep getting distracted by the fact that you go to push it back the way it went, and it's stuck that way too now. You suffer 1 strain, by the way, as you really start to feel your lungs burn at this moment. Ilya.
So dropping the cinder block didn't really do anything, did it?
Your hands are free.
Yep, that they are. Okay. So, straight up wall in front of me, I can't feel the top to it. It's basically a tube that's it just ends. Okay.
You can give me a perception or investigation check if you want to weasel around and look for more, but upon initial, without any stat testing or anything like that, you bump into a wall in front of you. Okay. And then when you searched above you, there was a ceiling.
Huh. Yeah, it seems like this isn't the way to go. How strong is the current?
This current's give me a perception check.
Two success, 2 advantage.
You find yourself fighting it to keep from being pushed up against this wall, so to speak. And that's, that's what makes you think that maybe there's still some nook or cranny that you haven't found down here. But that's upon initial inspection, that's what you got for as far as figuring out. Yeah, the current's pretty heavy.
Yeah, I'm thinking there has to be some kind of nook or cranny because I don't think the current would just stop like that.
On that moment, you hear more grinding coming closer towards the bottom of your feet.
I'm gonna just start feeling around to see if I can find something to grab onto or get moving or get up over this, whatever it is.
Fucking touch me.
Wretch, you see a yellowish little bagged hand start waving itself underneath this shelf and bumping into rocks, including your cinder block.
Don't you fucking touch me. Alright. Is it my turn?
Yeah, you see both of you at this point. Rock's still stuck.
I would like, if the DM allows it, I would like to use a story point to make my next check a religious check. So I was gonna ask Dahlia to help me find the right fucking angle to get this rock through. I wrote a poem.
So let's see here. I'm gonna go with, because you don't have necessarily a spell with this, and this is not it's not a cantrip in the sense of you had a basic cantrip of healing. That I'm not gonna allow that.
Sad. We're tugging on the rock.
You could spend a story point for there to be either it gets loose or that there is a spot that the stone could fit. You just have to find it. You could also spend a story point for your cinder block to break in half and get away with half of it.
Oh, okay, yeah, just spend a story point. Just break my friend's spine in half. No! We're tugging! I'm using broad.
Okay. All right. You're gonna reap on this thing. Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
And
I'll have you know that the chat's very committed to the Cinderblock, so there's no leaving it behind at this point.
that's all right. That's better. That's better. 3 and 1.
Okay. Tug. You put both of your feet up onto the wall, and it pulls loose, and you find yourself being pulled by the water, and you flop off down. It seems like the water has turned into a stream instead of a pipe, so to speak, and you go down a jagged hill, flipping end over end with your stone in your hands. I need you to give me either a coordination check to like fall more gracefully, or an athletics check to a resilience check to just weather the blows.
Resilience. We just fucking taking it.
Alrighty.
5 success. Tank rat.
Nice. Your armor and your sheer hardiness manages to keep most of the damage from really getting into you, but you do suffer 2 points of damage.
Do I protect the stone?
Yeah, but the stone does not protect your vital organs.
That's fine. I'll take the hits for the stone. That's my role of this party.
Fumbling around, Ilya, you feel stone, and but suddenly you feel one of the stones dislodge, and you almost like fall forward a little bit as it opens up a space before you. You will have to get on your hands and knees in order to get underneath, wiggle through this, if you want to proceed.
I do believe I do. I'm going to get down on my hands and knees and get right down in there.
All right, give me a coordination check to wiggle through, or an athletics check to just muscle through.
I'm going to go with athletics.
Okay.
It will be quite painful. You could take it. You're a big guy.
For you.
Yeah.
3 success, 3 advantage.
Yeah, you muscle your way through. Unfortunately, you do tear your suit a bit, and some fluids seem to just flood into it as you pull yourself up and through and down onto some stones on the other end of it. At this point, try to either catch yourself with a coordination check or an athletics check to muscle through and like prevent yourself from sliding further down into the wherever this is going, so to speak.
Give me another athletics check.
Okay.
4 success, 2 advantage.
Yeah, it's way harder than you'd have expected to hold steady, but that's just because you're on like some slime covered rocks getting pushed, and you really need to use way more force than if you were on any other kind of surface. At this point, you're still suffocating on this bag pushed up against your face as it kind of sucks, and you got with the fluids into your suit, it kind of sucks and pulls on your face. And same thing with Wretch. Emery, however, looking about, you see a great cavernous space with light beaming down down from above through a couple of openings, maybe 50 feet in the air. And as you get a little bit of your bearing, over the sounds of the rushing water, you hear the moving pieces of chitinous appendages rapidly approaching.
That's not great. I'm gonna look around frantically to see if I can see what's going on, or just gather my bearings some more.
Quickly, as you look up in the dimly lit space, you see your friends. Let me see. Actually, pull up this. I have to reorient some of this. Yeah, that's better. You see 2 of your friends up above on the surface of the hill that you seemingly rolled down, and one of them, mask opened up. You see two little fuzzy ears poking out as it appears Wretch is about to get swarmed with some weird humanoid creatures. And looking up next to you, you see two large boulders moving. And at first it gives you a bit of a pause, like, what did I see there for a moment? And we'll cut back to that. Wretch, at this point, you hear the same thing. A movement of feet or clipping and clapping of claws as you sputter up from your spot. At this point, because of your guys' awareness, I'm going to have you roll initiative immediately. Give me a cool check, I'm going to say, for this one, or a vigilance check.
Yeah, vigilance.
Vigilance, or what was the second one? Sorry.
Cool. That's another option.
Well,
Cinderblock.
Okay.
Cinderblock the weird creatures that I might hurt the Cinderblock.
Okay.
3 and 3.
Vigilance.
Add you guys to the turn.
Oh, goodness. I rolled an advantage. I'll just wait patiently for the battle to be.
I mean, I guess you were the last one down. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
3 and 3, right, Rich?
Yeah.
Emery, what did you get?
1 and 2.
And Ilya got 1 advantage. Maybe I can see if I can do this here quick. Right, Sarah. Okay.
Whoa.
I think I moved you two. Okay. So, since you guys are debagged, you guys look around and you can see now yourselves poised at this in this cavernous space. Map south is uphill, so to speak. Emery, at this point, you see a little bit better. The large crustacean creatures, hulking beasts, slowly, methodically making their way towards you. Wretch, you see at least 6 Tekeknu moving in on you. Seemingly the dinner bell has rung. But first,
No.
what we have is Ilya. As you come sputtering up in your suit, you hear the rushing of water, but the world is still dark for you. And we'll go ahead and... Wretch, what do you do?
I put Blocky down behind me, pull out my... I know it's a blunt object, but just make sure I have it right. My heavy mace, and I'm assuming that's 2 maneuvers?
I'm gonna say, so I'll allow it to be a maneuver to... you don't need to, you can let go of your block here, so to speak, and you can use a maneuver to pull out your hammer. But as you grip your hammer, you notice your hands are still in mittens, so to speak, in your suit. Because although you open it up for your face, it's not like you disrobed for it, so to speak.
Okay.
So trying to actually give me a coordination check as you try to get your hammer up and out of your bag and all of your tackle and stuff. Otherwise, I'm going to have it be your turn.
Okay. 1 and 1.
Okay. So take 2 strain, but you do manage to get your hammer up and out of the bag.
Okay. And then how much would it be to take the bag off entirely?
You can have dropped the bag as you're like unslinging it to pull out your hammer.
Okay. So I am now back to being 1 million rats. Quote Rick and Morty.
Yeah, you are now you are yourself with mittened hands on your hammer.
I love having mittened hands. All right. I will strike a defensive stance since all I could do is move up to them and just get hit in the face.
Okay. At that point, two of these little guys come careening down off of this rock to eat all of your goodly bits here. I need you to do a melee defense check. And if you could remove one setback die from your defense pool due to your being on slippery surfaces, trying to wield your equipment, so to speak.
So I get a purple for having skin. I get one from armor, one black from armor, one black from defensive stance, and then I take away a black because I'm on a slippery stance thing.
Yeah, because you're in a really weird suit sitting on slimy rocks.
All right. I got 2 and 0.
Ah, okay. So as they come forward, you manage to brace with your hammer just enough to push them back on. They themselves not having sure footing on this rock, this rock-like surface. But at the same time, some of their friends come careening in and swarming you from all sides here. Give me 2 more defensive checks. Oh shit! No.
Whoever made Pathfinder's Paladins like them way too much. What are they, OP? Are they broken? I am defending twice, so the first one is 1 and 1. Okay. And the second one is 0 and 1.
Okay. So the first one, you managed to parry off the second group, but unfortunately that leaves you exposed to the third group, who hit you for 8 pierce 1, and they're going to do a critical injury on you as they scythe through your armor with their piercing claws.
Okay.
The critical injury is going to be 92.
That's great.
Let's jump to the cheat sheet. 92. Reduce one random characteristic by 1. Okay, let's see what that one's going to be. 5. 5, I believe, is your... What's the... I don't have your guys' slides up. But it's the second... Willpower is reduced by 1, I believe.
That's my main fucking stat.
Rude.
You can't just do that.
Your willpower is reduced by 1 until that is healed. It is a hard crit, by the way.
Yeah, sure it is.
Emery,
I'm gonna be so sad.
Emery, you come up ready for action. What do you do?
Okay, so I'm freaking out. And I'm not ready to lose another new friend today. Man, I see him getting swarmed over there. Wretch! Oh no! I start moving that way. I'm trying to take off my suit at the same time. Just can't be in it any longer.
Okay, give me a coordination check. Do you mind damaging the suit as you're pulling it off?
I don't mind. It's already damaged.
Okay. So give me a coordination check as you try to hobble out of it, heading that way.
Yeah, taking it off as I go, you know? Whoop. Coordination, alright. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm not good at anything. Don't you want to ask if I know something? Instead? Okay. To advantage.
I'm a thinker, not a doer. Okay. So you're trying to hop on one foot while trying to pull this thing off left and right, and at some point you're like, screw it. And so you do manage to slowly but surely pull this thing off, but that is going to be your action as you kind of bumble and stumble your way forward. So your action, remove your suit. Mm-hmm. What would you like to do now?
I stumbled forward too, and that's gonna be it for now because I'm not gonna. I'm gonna conserve my strength.
Okay. Booyah, Ilya, your turn.
So I'm still wearing my hood, aren't I?
Speaking of which, also, you take poison damage and give me a resilience check.
Wait a hot second. Where is Lilia? Sorry, what happened? What?
Using the very
Bottom
bottom
right of the map.
You were poisoned, 2 poison average, right?
Yeah.
So you do take, you have to do the test and see if you take the damage.
A resilience test?
See a map. Okay.
2 success.
Okay. You managed to shrug the poison away.
Oh. No damage?
No damage.
Sexy.
Ilya, at the start of your turn, because your suit got ripped open and flooded with the toxic chemicals, you also have 2 poison average. Could you give me a resilience check?
Two success, 4 advantage.
You managed to shrug off the chemicals too. It's fine. You guys are fine. But you're still bagged. Bagged and tagged.
We are big chillin'.
Ilya, did you have
Is
a
that a
question
chimera?
now that it's the start of your turn?
Yeah,
What?
sorry, I'm getting an ad that's not skippable on the dice roller.
Gotcha.
Goodness.
I didn't know that had those. Sorry about that.
Okay, sorry. So, I am wet, I am covered in ish, and I'm very confused in the depth. As per usual, I will start to take off my suit.
Okay, so you pull your suit off, and you see, looking around you, you see a great cavern laid down before you, so to speak. You see Wretch fighting off a swarm of little bugmen to Keknu, and you see Emery working her way up a rocky surface with some large hulking beasts coming up behind her, and I need you to give me a vigilance check.
One success, 1 advantage.
Okay. You also see the hulking form of a chimera sitting on the ledge nearby. It appears it has fallen through and it's the corpse of the one from up above. It has managed to work its way through the tunnel system, and you see there's some bugs on it already, like chewing away on its corpse.
That revealed thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go help my rat friend. He seems nice.
Okay.
Goddamn right, I'm nice. Nicest fucking thing you've ever seen.
See how much
You know
you
what?
cared about
I'm
that
gonna give you
Cinderblock?
that one. It's been rough going through this city.
All right.
Okay, so a move maneuver will move you equal to the number of spaces equal to your agility, and you could do one maneuver to like try to start taking your suit off. Otherwise, yeah, I'll say that as a maneuver to like stand up and open up your suit enough so you can see and look around. So you could have one extra maneuver to start moving, and then you would spend 2 strain to have a third maneuver if you'd like. However, I am going to make you do a coordination check as you start down this wet, slimy hill, rocky hill, in your suit. As you just pulled off your face covering, so to speak.
Oh, dang it.
So, I understand that my rat friend is in the midst of battle. So can I, as for that other maneuver, can I take off my suit enough so that I can use my sword and shield kind of effectively?
Yeah, you can spend another maneuver to try to just doff it, so to speak. So give me
success.
Give me
One
a
advantage on the coordination.
It's a 4 success.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, you managed to rip your suit off, so to speak. We'll count that as a part of the original maneuver when you started to undo it, so to speak. So you got the suit off. Now, what would you like to do?
I would like to get towards my rat friend, and you said that you need another coordination check because of the terrain.
Correct.
Two success, 5 advantage.
Yeah, you can pick your way methodically, without reducing your speed, in his general direction.
Okay.
And there's no weird rules with diagonals. Diagonals count the same as you can take multiple of them if you want.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a map. Am I going crazy?
Oh crap! I forgot to move you there. That's why. Now that you got your map.
Man, that changes
That's talking
things.
about diagonals, and I'm not seeing spaces.
There you go.
Yeah, I was just showing the map. I assumed you knew what was going
Oh
on.
yeah, you're in the bottom right, sir. Sorry about that. Oh man.
Oh, goodness. That is quite a ways.
Big place.
Yeah, I think that's accurate assessment. Okay, so is that it for my turn?
Yep. You dock. You can move 4 spaces, and if you'd like, you can spend 2 strain to do another coordination check and move 4 more spaces. If you'd like, you can do 3 things a turn if you take the stamina.
There we go. Come on.
You gotta click the select tool on the top left. You're in the measure tool.
But, we're just trying to show some of the things Roll20 can do.
Okay.
This stream sponsored by Roll20.
Yeah.
Give me money.
Yeah.
All right. Are you gonna take 2 strain to perform an additional maneuver this turn, or are you gonna pace yourself?
What is the penalty again for using strain?
If you fill up on strain, you pass out, which means that you go unconscious and someone needs to wake you up. But you don't take critical injuries as if you would to pass out from blood loss, which is the way you die.
Yeah. No, it's just like you're real tired. You know?
You go night-night.
Okay, I'm gonna spend that additional strain to get right down to business with these insects.
All right.
Let's
Give me
get
another
down to
coordination
business.
check as you sprint down this rocky, slimy hill.
Let's give her a crack.
Why
Oh,
they
goodness,
give
no.
me scathing
Oh,
when
goodness.
I ask?
Oh, 1 success, 1 advantage.
You build up momentum as you go down this hill, and you start sliding, and luckily you catch yourself, but it takes a great amount of effort as you do. You kind of like yabba dabba do down this, and as you get down towards the bottom though, just to keep yourself from barreling into to Wretch, the sheer effort pulls at your muscles and your tendons. Take 2 strain, but you are upright. Meanwhile, as Emery hops back and forth, trying to get out of her suit, she is swarmed by 2 large crustaceous creatures. One being able to get up close enough to get a hit off on her. I need you to give me your melee defense check. And you are free from your suit, so you're not affected at all by that. But you do not have your spear equipped, so if your spear has defensive, that does not play into this just yet.
If I have any defensive things, no. But I did roll a 1 and a 1.
1 and 1? Okay. So he's going to snap at you with his pincers, doing 6 damage. And
Soakable, I assume.
yep, soakable. And with 2 of his advantage, he's going to ensnare you as he grabs a hold of you. And with his triumph, he's going to do 2 bleed average on you.
Okay, so I'm
Ow.
ensnared and bleeding, huh?
You are ensnared and bleeding as his buddy comes up, and now you've got 2 of these hulking things up on top of you, so to speak.
That's not great.
It's
That's
not
about
It's a
ideal.
hard day.
Meanwhile,
Legion of Justice.
let's use it.
Is that to me then?
Nope.
Okay. You're just picking us.
Okay. Okay, so this person
Jeremy,
has
I
to
like that
take
character idea.
2 strain. Do this, but so this meanwhile, barreling down the hill, Rex, you look over your shoulder and you see Ilya sprinting down towards you, right? And sliding into place, but behind him, right on approach, you see a multiple-legged creature stagger forth, coming up and over the ledge as stalking him foot for foot. And it hoists up some weird, primitive spear in one hand. You can see that there's some sort of humanoid torso sticking out of an arachnid body as it aims to try to spit your friend from the back. I need you to give me a melee defense check, Ilya.
Everything's fine.
4 or 8. So that's roll 4 something.
4 black dice, and then you get your 1 basic purple if you've got all of your equipment out and on.
What do I do?
I don't think you equipped your sword and shield yet. That would have been a maneuver.
Fuck.
So your defense from that goes down, goes away, which I believe your shield gives you 2 of those black dice, giving you just the 2 from then your basic agility.
Fuck. That's what I got.
Oh my god. Okay, so this guy's got charge, and because he's moved 8 spaces to keep up with you, he has plus 8 damage to his attack, so hopefully he misses. Melee. Oh, we still got 1 melee. Okay. What did you roll?
I rolled nothing.
Nothing?
That's what I said. I rolled fuck.
Oh man. Okay. So he's going to hit you for 18 damage.
Seems legit.
As he comes charging down the hill and spits you with his spear from behind, and you topple forward.
How much damage?
18.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a bit and a few put together.
Just for folks' reference, my health is 16.
It's soakable, at least.
I don't know what yours is.
Soak is a passive defense. Like,
Passive
if I had
damage
5
raise.
soak and I took 18, I would take 13 real damage.
Advantage, and I have. Man, that's rough. Is there any way I can spend a story point to not turn into hamburger?
You can spend a story point to upgrade your defense rolls in the future. Yeah, so there is a way to do that. Any story point can be used to buff either your purple dice and turn them into red dice, or you can take your green dice and turn them into yellow dice.
I don't know that would have been enough, but
Also, I rolled a crit, so I got to do that.
Fuck me. That is just painful.
Yeah. I rolled
Oh my god.
I rolled a 50. Yeah, that one really needed to miss for you. It really did.
50 on scale of 100, so.
Yep. Let's see here. Like a cheat sheet. Critical injury table. Okay. Reduce your strain threshold by 5.
You're a bad man.
Oof.
Yeah. He hurt you good. And then it is Wretch's turn.
All
So
right.
you just saw that happen.
Yeah.
Is he knocked out?
And-
Sorry.
I am super knocked out.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
what's the specifics of my critical injury? Like it's willpower, but what happened to my body?
Oh, gotcha. So, coming up drenched from this water, as you got sliced into, one thing that your character probably isn't very familiar with, but water kind of acts as a magical. It's like electricity in the sense that magic will disperse it. Sorry, water will disperse it. It feels like you have a weird broken connection with your god, and it made you just like.
It's not pretty down here, you know.
No, it's not. But
All right.
you got scythed by a pincerous chitinous blade. Dustin, how much damage did you go over your wound threshold?
I already had 3 from the fight with the Manticore, so I'm at 2 over my threshold.
Okay, so you're not absolutely screwed, but you did go down, so you do get another crit. Sorry, forgot to roll that. So I didn't know that you were going to be down.
Of course he's gonna be down. You did 18 fucking damage.
Some people have like Ahsoka 8 sometimes because they're just crazy that way. I rolled 102.
Jeez, dude.
I didn't mean to. So that's 2 characteristics get reduced by 1. I rolled a 1, so your brawn gets reduced by 1. And I rolled a 2, so your agility gets reduced by 1. Wretch, what do you do?
Okay. So, what does my heroic feat cost me? Is it a maneuver?
What's your sheet say? Otherwise, it's I believe a maneuver. Yes.
It doesn't say anything, so I'm thinking maneuver.
Yes.
All right. So, with all this water and shit, I'm going to spit out the water, look over at Ilya, and go, that's bad. And then I'm going to pinch my tummy closed, and the wound is just gone. So I'm going to use Miraculous Recovery. I am full health again, and I heal my critical injury.
Nice.
I feel like it's got like a cute sound effect. Maybe some sparkle.
Wait, hold on. Fuck. Okay, yeah, obviously I can't do it now, but I could have parried.
I'll allow you to spend a story point to retroactively parry.
Did you have your shield and sword out? I thought that was an issue.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need to be wielding a melee weapon.
Yep.
Fuck.
All right. Sorry to be a bearer of bad news,
No,
but I'm pretty sure
that's
you
a
were
good catch.
still.
Yikes. Yeah.
Okay. So.
Me.
Luckily, you're right next to your healer, so there's that.
I am a good boy. I have a question on beauty and life. It says decrease wounds to threshold. What does that mean?
It means that you'd stabilize them, because when you're
Okay.
at your threshold, you are no longer unconscious. So they would basically be right there. But you're probably better off with your basic heal because you could heal so much more than that.
It says engaged conscious target.
For your heal. Never mind then. Then yeah, you should do your other one. Yep.
I'm not so good at reading, but I can read a little bit. So after pinching my tummy closed and healing up to full, because I'm a Giga Chad, is casting a spell my action?
Yes. Casting a spell is an action to do, and it takes 2 strain.
Then let's fucking go. 2 strain, and I point at Ilya, and I say, "Hey, mister, you're real cute." All right.
I'd blush if I wasn't piercing the veil of death.
You're gonna get dragged back from the Veil of Death by that fucking compliment, my man.
Well,
All right,
thank you.
channeling.
So one thing just to be aware of is that being coated in water, you got the Earth Mage ability, so you're not affected by Earth. But being coated in water, either you or him would cause you to be... Your magic would be affected. I would allow you to spend a story point to say that your suit's staved off enough wetness to keep that from being a consideration.
How much of a detriment is it to me?
A lot.
A lot. And I would use what?
I would say you can spend a story point to say that you're not soaking wet.
Okay, so pinching my tummy closed didn't cost me any story points, Mr. Man.
I would just... Do you have the 2 story point cost or the 1 story point cost for that right now?
It doesn't say anything about that, so I would assume it's 2.
Then it's both. So, never mind.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just gonna...
What's the
I am
base
just
difficulty?
going to... Hard.
Okay, it's upgraded is what happens. So.
Not hard enough. We're getting him up.
Yep.
All right. I have... Hold on, I have to check my talents. Okay. So 4 and 0.
4 and 0. He
Yeah.
heals. He heals 2.
All right. Does that bring him to 0?
That's a good question. I think so. Dustin.
Yeah. Oh man, that is rough.
Oh wait, you used your ability that no matter what, that's what happens. It's not a amount of success. So yeah, he heals. He heals to his balance or whatever.
So Dustin is technically conscious,
Correct.
but they may or may not notice that.
The bugs.
I pointed at a corpse and I said, "You're real cute." And Dustin's like face first in a bunch of sewage. Like, why did someone call me cute? Also, I'm alive.
Hey, you stabilized your buddy, and now you're getting smacked by a bunch of crab people.
As is literally my kit designed to do.
Yeah.
Boy.
All right, smack me. See what happens.
Is that a threat? Now I'm intimidated. Damn it, you. Damn you. Okay, I got 2 success, 4 advantage.
Okay.
What'd you
3
get?
failure.
Ah, man. Okay. They're going to distract you with the extra advantage, giving the next guy a boost. For 1 success, 4 advantage.
1 failure, 2 threat.
Okay, they're going to daisy chain their advantage over to their buddy, who's going to aim since he's adjacent to you.
This is the end of it. 0 and 1.
Ah, okay. So 0 and 1. Okay, that's going to be 10 pierce 1. They rolled 4 success. As he manages, they're just dogpiling you. Over to Emery's turn. Emery, take 2 damage from bleeding.
Okay.
And you are grappled.
So I'm panicking.
Ensnared.
I'm freaking out. But I'm going to try to calm myself down. And I want to look at what's ensnaring me. I want to look at this thing.
Okay. Looking over, you see this
Understand what this
hunched
is.
over Tekeknu-looking creature with a really gigantic hypertrophied claw, and it looks like he's using his other arm as a foot to carry himself underneath a girth of it looks like he's got wings like a dung beetle, but they're so big and weighed down that they're no longer useful. It's more of a shell than anything else. This is kind of with his one sizable claw grabbing and grappling into you.
For those of us who don't know what Tekeknu...
Bug person!
So does it look like a bug, or does it look like a bug person? I just want to be...
It looks closer towards, a crab with closer to human eyes.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, these ones don't look nearly as civilized as your former companion, Archik.
Yeah. Trying to
No,
think
I'm
of how
sure about
smart or how hungry they look?
Their faces are kind of hard to read. But give me an insight check, which is survival. Sorry, which is investigation.
Investigation?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 success.
They look like they're opportunistic predators, more scavengers than anything else.
Perfect. I take the head out of my bag and I try to do like the. You want the. Oh. Oh.
Okay. I'll allow you to give me either an animal handling check or a deception check.
I think animal handling is really what I'm going for here.
Okay.
So, regardless of whether or not that's the best stat, that's
What's happening?
1 success, 2 advantage.
The one that grappled you releases for a moment to like at the air, but he misses it, and he just turns around, but his buddy does not look nearly as enthused
Okay.
or as appetized. But it wasn't enough to break the grapple on you, and I'll count that as your action.
Okay. I'm gonna try to stop bleeding because if I bleed, I die.
Okay, that is a medicine check.
Yep.
I believe I said average.
Yeah, I am trying to do it on myself, obviously. 2 success, 2 advantage.
Okay, you just managed to cure it.
Okay, and I'm no longer necessarily ensnared,
Correct.
and I'm no longer bleeding. I'm gonna try to keep backing away for 2 strain, and that is my turn.
Okay, gotcha.
I gotta get closer to the guy who can take all the hits and the guy who will eventually be back up with the big sword.
Ilya, speaking of which, batter's up.
Oh boy. Man, I am ground beef right now.
Yeah, you're in a bad way.
Do you have any like health potions or anything? Because you're awake, right?
Yeah, he's conscious.
Okay.
I believe you have two health potions in your kit.
Yeah, two health potions, and I will take them both.
Okay, the first one will heal you 5 for a maneuver, and the second one will heal you 4 for a maneuver.
Thank God.
Would you like to spend 2 strain to do a third maneuver?
Take out your sword, take out your sword.
If I can take out my sword and shield with that maneuver, then yes.
Yep, yes you can.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
You get the go-go juice going, coughing and spitting, standing up, and squaring off with this thing. As you do that, one of these crustaceans up on the hill, down below, scurries and tries to catch up with Emery, trying to attack her from behind. I need you to go ahead and give me another melee defense check as he attempts to grab at you.
Sure, yeah, I'm great at that. 1 and 1.
Oh, that's cocked. Well, 2 of my dice are blank. Let's see what this is. He misses. As he sights around with his claws, he just barely misses your feet as you hike up onto another rock nearby, scurrying as you do. This other one, he grabs the head, eats it, and turns around, and he's going to start to head towards you in your general direction. Meanwhile, I need someone to roll for me. What's that? 3 yellow dice and 2 green dice, please.
I got it. Boop. I hope this was in our favor because you got 4 and 4.
Right, one minute. I just gotta look at what my. 4 and 4?
Yep.
Okay. You guys see as this looming, what appears to be some sort of orcish creature, stapled and rebarred and pistoned into this arachnid body below. You see a dagger burst out of part of his chest, and behind you see the grinning ire of a pink-skinned man with pointed ears from behind, jumping on its back. That would be 4 plus his weapon damage, and then he's got backstab and ambush, so he has 3 from his stealth.
Sean Connery's back?
Yep.
All right. Hey, Sean.
Oh, he's got back those double, don't they? Yep. Okay.
We're best buds.
Where is your... Okay. Doing this thing 14 damage before soak. It hisses and squeals, and you see it as it kind of tries to reel around with Wallaby on his back. Wallaby ends up going flying off. Actually, I don't even know. Okay, it's wrong layer. Wallaby ends up going flying off, and the thing turns around in order to exact its vengeance on him. And it's going to attempt to bite down on him as well. Can someone... What's for encounter? It's a little one attack after.
Dustin sounds like you this time.
Yeah, can someone give me a... he's going to do dodge. So he's going to need you to roll 3 black dice and 1 red die, please.
You'll forever be known as Sean Connery in this campaign.
1 failure,
Yeah.
2 disadvantage.
What was that?
1 failure, 2 threat.
1 failure, 2 threat. Unfortunately, he's not able to dodge to the side fast enough, and this thing gets a hold of him. And it weirdly, the 2 front legs on the arachnid body are made of steel, rusted up steel, and they go. And he rolls to the side as the second one seems to grab him and rake down the back of his thigh. He screams out, "Ah!" Skittering backwards, but it is distracting the thing for the moment, as it does seem to have been dealt a really gnarly wound. Resh, you're up.
Kind of like Shawnee and enjoyed that a little bit too much. So, Ilya's fine for now, right? Right, buddy? You're healed enough to exist on your own feet?
Can't hear you if you're talking.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I healed 9 hit points. I should be doing okay for now.
Okay, alright. Then I am going to take this time to swing. Can I aim?
Yes. I'll give you a blue die. You gonna try to kill some of these bug guys?
Yep.
Alright.
Fuck them. Okay, so
Swing
I
away,
use my...
Joaquin Phoenix. Swing away.
Alright, I get a boost die because I'm aiming at their face. Roll!
2 threat.
Oh, you're in trouble now. Alright, 4 success, 2 triumphs, and 2 advantage.
Okay. So the 2 threat cancel out the 2 advantage. These are considered minions, which means that you could spend a crit to kill one instantly, and they are in groups of 2. So the maximum that you can do is kill 2 with this swing.
Okay. My regular damage would just be damage plus 3, so 7 plus my willpower 11. I would do 11 damage.
You still got your funny hands, right?
What do you mean?
You still got your mittens?
He's still wearing his mittens.
I need to roll 1 extra black.
I thought I took everything off. That was back to 1 million rats.
Oh, yeah. I think I remember
okay.
him saying that.
Sure. Okay, just wanted to verify. All right. 11 damage is exactly enough to kill one of these guys.
Okay, so I can kill one, kill another, and then with a triumph.
So you're killing one with your damage. You're killing another with a triumph, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And with the last triumph, can I stick my tongue out at the other crab people and get them to be real mad at me? Yeah.
With your other triumph, specifically, you're saying?
Yeah, because I have a free
Yeah,
triumph just sitting.
Give me a coercion check.
Yeah.
Eh.
I don't know if that's like coercion, but you know,
I
I mean,
killed your
he's
shitty
covered in ichor,
maybe like a second grader's coercion.
right?
4 and 2.
Let's see here.
Coercion is based off willpower, which I
Yeah.
am a willful individual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, they look rather peeved, but also some of them seem to be a little bit more of an opportunistic type creature as well. Is that you?
Yeah, I also heal 3 health from the last tick of my special thing.
Okay.
Because it technically goes into your next round.
Yep.
But my heal all wounds is the first round. The second round is heal 3. So that's me.
So what I will say is that the two on the side there that are next to Ilya were the ones that got taunted. So they're gonna run at you, but they do get a boost die, which is basically the equivalent of what challenge does. So they're gonna charge after you, and you're gonna get whacked. One and 3. Oh, 1 and 4. Okay. So they charge after you, but they're gonna throw a boost die to their buddies who are going to aim, and see if they can pull an arm off of you.
I imagine them attacking in that way of like, they realize they can't hit me, so then they're gonna feint away, and their friends are actually attacking me from different angles. So like, this is just a bunch of dancing crabs that barely ever actually swing.
Mine.
A little bit. 0 and 3.
Okay. So these ones do find purchase on you, doing 8 pierce 1, as they wrestle with you, giving you a couple more shanks. Still standing, buddy. Emery, what are you doing?
I'm gonna finally take out my spear and
All right.
poke at one.
Okay, one of these larger things.
Yep, the one
Chasing
that's
it.
on me.
Okay.
Poke him with my poking stick.
Give me my big
It
ass.
doesn't do anything.
Okay, I rolled a despair.
Great. I got no success to advantage because I'm really good at this game.
Okay. you gotta like spear him, and he's gonna reach up and with his pincers he's got this sunder ability. He's going to grab a hold of your spear. You feel it cracks down the haft a little bit. It's not enough for it to be completely damaged, but it is damaged one step.
No. What does one step mean?
Just put one damage on it. It doesn't change anything for it yet. The second step gives it 2 setback dice to use, I believe, and then the third one means it's unusable, but you can still repair it.
Okay. So I pulled my weapon out. I poked it with my less than pokey stick. And I'm gonna try to still be backing off a bit. Guys! And I took 2 strain to do that. Oh, shit.
Okay. So, Ilya, you hear the worried cries of Emery making her way up the hill. But that's, after you feel your chest, your stomach knit back together from the workings of your great rat friend. Maybe magic isn't so bad after all. As you down your health potions, too, to help subsidize the healing.
Okay, so on the map here, the thing that Sean Connery just attacked is what speared me, right?
Correct.
And it's looking worse for wear.
It is bloodied, so to speak, which means that it's at least half damage of its total.
Well,
health.
I want to hit that thing as hard as I possibly can.
All right.
So, 4 damage, right?
So give me your melee light check.
Right. Melee light is brawn. Jeez. Brawn
Yep.
+2.
So it's your brawn, and then you can swap out 2 of the dice for yellow dice instead of greens.
Be 2 yellow because I have 2 brawn right now.
So you have 2 brawn. Sorry, I have to take a look at your sheet. What you're talking about here. Because don't you have like finesse or something like that too?
I do have finesse.
Which lets you roll with agility. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so you take your agility dice, and then you swap out 2 of those dice for yellows. Sorry, you swap out however many your melee light is for yellows.
Hold on. Yeah, so then that will be 2 yellow and 1 green.
2 yellow and 2 green. 4 total
But
dice.
my agility's been reduced by 1.
Oh, sorry. Yep, so then that is the case.
One triumph, 3 success, and 1 advantage.
1 triumph, 3 success. Okay, I got 2 failure, 1 threat. So those cancel out, leaving you with 1 triumph, 1 success.
Yes.
And then you can use your triumph to do a critical injury or any ability on the weapon itself. Don't forget, you do have 2 story points, and you can use your ability to give your weapon. I think it says story point can be used to do breach as well as an option, which basically means reduce its soak to 0 for the attack. Sunder means you can attempt to damage its equipment if you'd like.
I want to do a breach then and reduce the soak to 0.
Okay, so then you do effectively you do 1 damage from your success, your uncancelled success. Add your weapon damage, which is +4, and then add your brawn.
3.
Okay, so you're at
Wait, 2. Sorry.
2? Okay. You hack into this thing, and you lop off 2 of its legs right off of the side of it. It falls down, and you hear, and it looks up at you and goes, ew. And just then you realize it spoke common. It suddenly dawns on you, this was an orcish creature that's gone through something to be what it is now. It's not dead, but it is on death's door.
I want to spit in its face.
You want to what its face? Spit in it?
I'm going to spit in its face.
Nice.
If I can do that as a free action.
Of course. Very nice. As you spit in its face, Wallaby walks up, it stomps on its head, and with that, it just buckles in. And he looks down and looks over at you and goes, ugh. Boy, I hated those nasty fuckers. Messing around with those biological studies doesn't get you effective.
Got this one far, just in a very peculiar direction.
As you're saying that, 2 of these crustacean-like creatures snarl up, snipping and snapping behind Emery. One of them getting just close enough to swing out with an attack.
Great. Ooh, 2 failure.
Oh, close. Just enough to do damage here.
How rude.
As it sinks its meaty claws. This one not being the pincer, but more of a just like a one of the singular little cloth like feet manages to rake down, doing we're gonna do 6 damage. I don't have enough to crit, and we'll do 2 strain.
6 damage and 2. Oh, the strain's more painful. Alright, 6 damage. I have 3 soak, so that's 3 damage. I am 3 from going down. Okay. I'm fine.
And then it is Wretch's turn.
Higgity honk, I think it's time to bonk.
I like it.
Everybody's good on health,
Bonk, bonk.
right?
I'm pretty close to being out for the count. I have 3 of 6. Like, I have 3 health left before I pass out.
Oh, God. Okay, let's see if I can do anything about that from a distance.
Yeah, I think I'm. That's why I've been trying to, like, back up to you, but I don't know what your range is, so.
I would allow you to spend a story point to have dried off the time that he would get to you, too.
We'll see if.
Yeah.
I mean, I may spend that.
Just throwing that out there in the future.
Yeah.
Okay.
For now, I think it's Higgity honk time to bonk, because I can't get
Yeah.
all the way over there and do engaged.
Yep, you're fine.
There's water and rocks between us. Bonk, bonk! Oh, you are fucked now. Alright, and I did aim.
2 and 1.
6 and 1, so 4 net. 4 plus 3 plus 4, that is 11 more damage to the crabs that are above me on our map.
Okay. Yep. That is just enough to finish off another one.
Bap.
Hammer down. You sink it in right between the shoulder blades where there was a head and a neck. There is no more.
Okay. And then...
So you got your aim in.
Second wind. Incidental out of turn. Recover strain equal to right win. And heroic recovery. I have both? God. Okay. I guess I'll do second wind and heroic recovery to get 5 strain back. They're both
As you do
incidentals.
that, these guys get a little bit of a little bit afraid, and they're gonna start running back. But that's gonna proc Ilya's attack of opportunity.
Okay. That was the end of my turn after you're done with the attack of opportunity.
Yep. So yeah, you're going, and then these guys are right afterwards. So I figured I would just announce that. Dustin, does Ilya want to use his attack of opportunity on these retreating to Keknan?
Yeah. Let me just check the thing. So I have 1 rank in that, which gives you 1 attack, right?
Yep, it's 1 each round.
Ah, okay. All right, I'm gonna take a crack at it.
Sneak
It's
attack.
gonna be 1 green, 2 yellow.
Rolled 1 threat, so do your worst here.
Dealing with Chevalier dice luck, my man. 1 success, 1 advantage.
Okay, so calculate damage off of your 1 success.
So then that would be +4 damage plus my brawn. So that's 7 total.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I think that's 7 total.
4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Not quite enough to put him down, but it is enough to get him started, so to speak. As he runs back, you hack at him, and you just get him right across the rump. You slice through the chitin that's there, but it's not enough to slow him as he begins his retreat. 6, 2, 3, 4. Yep.
Okay.
So he's running. This guy's gonna jump into the water and attempt to wade through it and back up to here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it's Emery.
Okay. Do you need to be with, like, what's your range for healing?
Short range, if you are already unconscious. If you are still up, I need to be touching you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to poke 1 more time and then see where I'm at. Start there.
Okay, which one? Left or up?
Have I done damage to either of them?
No, I believe you missed on your one attack.
The one I didn't throw the head for. The one that didn't go for the head.
Okay.
1 and 1.
That unfortunately is not going to hit.
Okay. Fine. Great. It's fine. Alright, trying to decide if I should do a... I'm gonna take a potion. Where are these? I only have two... Oh no, I sold some. I'm just gonna step back some more. Not onto this little rock ledge.
Well, it's all you're going uphill this whole time. And that is all uphill, just so you're aware. There's running water now, like you're going towards the stream.
Does that mean it's harder to walk up? Is it like half speed?
No, I'm just having it be hazardous terrain heading downward because it's like rushing water and slippery and stuff like that. But upward is a little bit less.
Yeah, I'm just scrambling backwards. That's fine.
Okay. So you start your scramber.
Scramble.
Ilya. Ilya, what you up to?
Basically the crabs ran away, did they?
Yeah, the Takekni are running away. The two larger ones are still on pursuit from Emery, having not taken any damage yet or seen any comrades necessarily die. They're trying to get a hold of her. And...
Thanks for really shining light on that, like, laser beam style. Yeah.
Everyone's got their areas of expertise. You just haven't.
I don't have my summon out.
I know.
I couldn't do my summon before this.
I'm going to make my way towards Emery.
Okay. I'm going to need a coordination check from you as you work your way down the hill. And through the water.
Doodle.
I got 2 threat. What'd you say you got?
It was on 2 success, 4 advantage.
Nice. Yeah, no, you can move unhindered.
You pinged yourself.
Ping pong.
Sloop.
Congratulations, you pinged yourself.
No, I only have 3, right?
Oh yeah, your agility's reduced.
This
Yes.
is my agility loss.
Yep.
Okay. So
Which also affects your defense then too.
What?
And your brawn going down by 1 affects your soak.
Yeah, that's brutal.
All of the combat stats.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I rolled fuck.
I rolled almost max.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Oh.
Brett shall be here when you need him.
Oh.
Forever.
Can you heal attribute damage?
Yes.
He can heal crits, but if he fails the crit check on trying to heal it, you have it for a week of in-game time.
Oh, boy.
It's a good thing I don't fail.
Okay, so you moved up with 1 maneuver. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think there's anything else I can do.
You could keep moving. You could do something with your kit.
Can I ready an action?
Yes, you can. You can have an action prepared for whatever you want. What's your thoughts here for your prepared action?
What will be the difficulty of bull rushing one of those guys?
Well, Bull Rush on yours, Supreme is a versus for them. So you kind of have to size them up, but sizing people up is a maneuver. So if you want to run into them, you can either just not spend the maneuver and just hope for the best. Otherwise, you can spend a maneuver to try to gather up some of his stats. And that would be something that I would allow perception on, since it's not something that's like a hidden thing that you need to have prior knowledge of the creature.
Okay, no, I changed my mind about the bull rushing.
Okay.
Because I could not handle the strain of that right now.
Gotcha.
Man, that's rough.
Yeah, right after
Okay,
the
I'm
Chimera
just
fight,
gonna-
it's a little bit ornery for you.
Yeah, this is a little bit precarious.
I see.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait where I am and get ready to bonk.
Okay.
Good plan. I
Prepared
approve of this
action.
plan. I am
bonk.
pro bonk.
Okay. As you guys get ready with your prepared actions, the two crustaceans charge forth and grab at your friend in front of you. Pinch, pinch. 2 attacks coming your way.
Me?
Nope. Coming right at your lovely Emery.
1-1.
That is 2 and 1. So that's going to be 6 damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
You're down? Okay.
That perfectly. That does me 16 and 16 or whatever. So
Okay. So you receive 31 for a crit.
what is that? That's
It's
is
reduced
that,
your wound threshold by 3. And then the other one's going to grab you and start hauling you away.
I don't like that.
You there.
And with my last thought, I go, sorry, Ollie. See you soon.
Oh. Okay. They bonked her out, and this one started hauling her away. And now it's going to be Wretch's turn. Actually, also, Wallaby's going to make his way there. Okay. Come on, make it there.
So it is my turn?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. You said actually, and I was like, does that mean I should not go? Alrighty. So this water is difficult terrain or no?
No, but it is hazardous terrain. So if you're heading towards her general direction, I'll make you do a coordination check to see if you don't slip and fall down the rocks.
Let's go. I'm heading in her general direction. I'm gonna slip and fall.
Okay.
The plan.
2 and 1.
All right. You slip and fall, unfortunately. Scrambling down the rocks. Can you please put yourself 4 spaces closer towards map north? However, you can move diagonals if you want while you're falling.
Okay, I end up there.
Okay. So
Is that all of my
that's your
move?
first maneuver.
Okay. Short range is 3, right?
Yes.
Hey, crazy necromancer lady! You're really pretty! And you need to wake up now. I am going to try and say life is beautiful to Emery.
Okay. It's a hard check, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And it's upgraded once because you are super wet. 2 failure,
3 success, 5 advantage.
4 threat. Okay. So I believe your health goes to your wound threshold.
Which my room threshold was reduced, so now okay. Yep. Okay.
And you're technically conscious.
Yeah, technically conscious. It counts.
And then can I strain myself harder to try and eke over there?
Yep.
1. Coordination, or are we good?
No, you're good going up.
We don't really know what's up and down.
Sorry,
so
you're
that's-
good going towards map south.
Okay. I just... Oh, wait. I only have a 2, so I can only move 2. Hold on.
But there was a way to do it in 2. You're good.
Yeah, diagonal.
Yeah.
Okay. I flop through the river, then shout while hanging onto a rock, "Hey, you're pretty!" And then I wander over, and like you're still being dragged by the crab. You just opened your eyes, and like this wet rat just like climbers up the shore to you, and I go, "Hey, you're pretty."
And with that, Emery,
you.
you wake up.
Hey, Kiara, how you doing?
You're not Holly.
Well,
Alright, is it my turn then?
Yep.
Or...
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to break free.
Okay. Give me an athletics or coordination check.
Okay. Let's do coordination.
And I'll give you a boost die since he wasn't expecting you to wiggle, because you were unconscious in his hands.
Yeah, let's try to flip free.
These little pinches.
Alright, 3 success, 1 advantage.
It's an athletics versus check against him. You beat him by 1 advantage. So you do break free. Swapping it, it's like...
Yeah, I just roll out of his grip a little bit. Use the hill to my advantage here. Okay. And roll to my feet. And I guess that's 2 maneuvers, isn't it?
No, it's 1 maneuver.
1 maneuver to break free and to stand up, or
Yeah, I would say that in the tussle, since he had you, like, was grabbing at you, that would be the same maneuver.
okay, I'll poke
in
at
this
him.
case.
'Cause I'm getting sick of this.
Okay.
2 and 2.
Alright, let's see if his strong chitinous hide keeps him safe. 1 and 3. So you take 1 strain, but you do manage to
Oh my god.
get in on him.
You sure you want to do anything else? Okay. I did manage to do something. We'll
Yes.
see.
You got base 1 success here.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I think so. Yeah,
6?
6.
Yeah. You stab it in. You manage to get it just underneath of his, like, shell-ish, hunched back piece, and it squirts you with a little bit of blood as you stick that in there.
Alright.
that's delicious.
Did something.
Yes, ma'am, Marino. Is that you?
Yep.
Emery. Sorry, Ilya. Over you, sir.
Check.
Oh no, Discord's being weird for me.
Yeah, you left the group chat for a sec.
Me?
Yeah.
Briefly.
Let me just...
You're back now, but now I don't see a picture for you.
Yeah, and
for
it's
the
being
video.
super big and, like, distorted. 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hold on. Skip ad. A weird one too. Jeez.
Whoa, no.
2 success, 1 advantage.
Unfortunately, you just scrape off of his armor, and you seem to have angered him, and he turns around to clippity clappity in your general direction.
Pretty glad.
Confused. Because I was just rolling a coordination check.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you. You're breaking up, and I'm having Discord issues.
Gee.
Oh, you are.
So, yeah, what the heck is going on? Second, it's like trying to like eat my screen when I do the pop out.
Eat your screen, yeah.
Yeah. Am I still in? What the heck?
It looks like you're in the chat. Not
Camera?
on camera.
Okay, there's that. I just can't do the pop out for some reason. That's okay. We can do that. Okay, so then, you actually slide down the hill as you run forward. So I need you to give me 4 movement points towards the top of the map, but you can control the diagonals.
Wait, so...
You rolled 1 success, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled 2 failure, fortunately. So you slipped and tumbled down the hill a little ways, but you finally managed to catch yourself. That's your first maneuver. Are you guys having a hard time hearing Dustin too?
A little bit.
Can I get back up over the hill, back the way towards the big crab?
Yes.
Okay. Try to do that.
Okay. That requires no checks this time. As you're going back up the
Okay.
hill.
So I'm up in his face now.
Yep. And boy, he mad. Are you gonna spend 2 strain to do an extra action at this point?
So if I hit my threshold for strain, then I'm conked out, right?
If you go 1 over.
Okay. Could I do... Do I have anything that can heal strain?
If you get advantage on a roll, you can spend an advantage to recover a strain. Otherwise,
Oh,
there are
okay.
strain potions too. But
Yeah, I'll throw up 2 strain to my bonk.
all right, bonk away, sir. Got 2 threat.
3 success, 1 advantage.
All right.
Three success, right? Since you just had with a 2 threat.
Correct.
So then... Nine damage?
Nice. With that, this one is bloodied. You stab into it, and you hack off a big old chunk of its back, and it immediately goes into panic mode.
I would too, to be fair.
All right. With that being you, both of these clippy cloppies are going to take one last swing and then try to skedaddle out of here. So, the first one is going to take one last nip at. You know what? Actually, no. He's going to skedaddle because he's pretty beat up. So this one's going to yabba dabba out. This one's going to take one nip at Ilya because he's been enraging it. We'll give it a swing. Ilya, can you give me a defense check? Oof.
I could say it like that. So take 1 off of my defense.
Yeah, because your agility is reduced by 1.
Be 3 black and a purple, right?
Yeah. Sounds right.
Three failure.
Nice. Unfortunately, he is just able to get you with one of his pincers, doing 6 damage. And then he's going to try to sunder your sword. And as he grabs onto it and pinches down, you see that it causes part of his little pincer to actually get snapped right off from the attempt to sunder that sturdy sword of Ilya's. And so it turns around and tries to get out of here.
Does that give me an attack of opportunity?
Yes, it does.
Oh.
Nice ability.
The strange spirit of insatiable hunger for violence wells up in Ilya. This son of a bitch.
You mad, bro?
Yeah. A little booty bothered. Oh.
That's a fun way of saying butthurt. I
A
understood.
little posterior perturbed.
Nice.
So that is 5 success, 1 advantage.
2 and 2.
So that's a yes. So I think that's another 9 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, because I can crit him, right?
Well, just 9 damage will do it.
You can kill him, so.
And a critical injury, this is considered a rival, so that would be that dice roll thing that I was doing to you guys, you could do to him. But nine damage will just kill him, so. Did I lose you, sir?
You know what? It's gonna kill him. So I want him to kind of explode with the sword strike, like all the crab rage built up pressure inside of his shell, and I gave it one good hack, and he just.
You bring it down, and it folds in on itself, and his stomach is like popping a zit with all the pressure that comes down. It just like ruptures out, and then as his stomach ruptures, there seems to be a recoil, and his top part of his crack shitness rebounds back into its original shape, but it folds out, and because of the elasticity of his stomach, it pulls the chitin down the sides, pretty much just causing it to turn inside out with a slice.
Oh, that's satisfying. It's been a rough day for Ilya.
And you look like as you're doing this, everyone else looks across from the Krabbis, and there's Wallaby like looking up with like spatter up his legs. He's got his hazmat suit pulled down to the waist and like tied like a hoodie around the waist, so to speak. He just like looks up and it's like the ichor running down. He's like, "Oh, I'm glad I didn't take the chute off the rest of the way."
I'm just like covered in blood now because of what he just did.
And with that, there's I wouldn't say a quiet, but you see forms have now scampered away and have realized that you guys are not prey, you are predators.
You're damn right.
Yeah. What he said. We have at least one predator here. Two.
I would like to announce that I left this encounter with better health and better strain than I went in.
I did not.
I am feeling terrible.
There are Woozy and Bruisey. Wallaby
Right.
Wallaby runs over and he pulls out his sack and like rifles around and goes, "Oh, thank God!" Pulls out one of his bottles of rye whiskey and corks it and just like sits there for a moment. "Oh, well, I think the hard part's done for today. Anyone?" He kind of like passes, like gestures with the bottle.
I don't think I can take it right now.
Very well, it might steady your hand.
I immediately fall asleep.
All right. Do you want me to heal anybody?
So, if you guys would like to take a short rest and spend an hour here, you can do your medicine check on each person, if you'd like.
I mean, I'm down, but it's up to everybody else too.
Yeah, I'm not moving too fast, so
I'm
you want to stay here now, I'm totally
at
cool with that.
0 health.
Okay.
Keep in mind, so one thing I would have you guys do first is everyone can do their cool or discipline check to recover strain equal to the success rolled. Or is it success and advantage? Let me take a look at the cheat sheet.
You recover. Success is damage. Strain is your advantage.
That is on the medicine check, which he's going to be doing his magic for it. After that, you can still do a discipline or cool check to recover more strain.
Oh, yeah, then it's just successes on that one, I think.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, discipline or cool. Roll that. Recover strain equal to the successes.
Okay.
Doing magic would cost me strain, right?
Correct. So that's why I figured you can do your strain recovery before you do your magic check, or if you're really good on strain and you'd like to recover it afterward, then
Are we
whatever
in
order
wilderness?
This is a cavern system. You got a special ability that bonuses off of it or
I have
something?
one with nature. When in wilderness, survival check for health and strain recovery. So I don't know if I can use survival or not.
I'd allow it since you're in a natural cavern at this point.
Okay.
It's kind of like a mixture of like the outgoing sewer plus that, but it's close enough for me.
Okay.
All right. Using lay hands on Emery. So I take the strain. You would heal 10, get 1 strain back, as I used a talent to convert two of my advantage into success. That would make it 5 and 1, and then my success heals 2 per from the spell.
Wow.
So you heal 10 health, 1 advantage. 1 strain.
I'm very glad to have found you, you beautiful rat.
Ah! As for Dustin, how are you doing on health? Good,
6
sir.
of 15. And for my wounds,
Can I do
Go ahead.
I do a standard medicine check on you so I don't strain myself out too hard?
That would be just fantastic.
Oh, I would.
Because I know Emery was going to die, so I used some magic on her, but magic is tiring.
And you guys feel free to talk amongst yourselves and whatnot, like with that stuff too. I know Emery's pretty intelligent.
Yeah,
Mhm.
what's a triumph do for me in a heal check like this?
First of all, do you have a medicine kit?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay, then the difficulty is increased. Let me take a look.
Okay, well, I got 2 success, a triumph, and 2 advantage, so let me know how that goes.
Difficulty. Test easy medicine success. Decrease difficulty with tools. Okay, so it's just base easy. Never mind. Okay, I got 1 threat. So successes equal healing of damage, and then advantage equals recovery of strain. On a triumph, I would allow you to either actually, what do you want to use for the triumph? You can use it as an additional success, obviously.
I'll just do that. So you heal 3 and 1.
Otherwise, I would allow you to use it to decrease the difficulty of a crit that you're about to check if you are going to be doing any crit checking.
I'll do the 3 and 1 because I believe in myself to just heal the crit because I'm a fucking badass.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
All right. And then I'm going to rub my hands together. Okay, all right. So that was some bandages. Now you look like you had a bad fucking day.
Blimey, I did. Oh, but I think we can all say that.
I was not talking to you, Sean Connery.
Oh,
No.
You go straight for the heart, don't you?
I'm irritable. Now, Dustin, what physically is wrong with you that's making your brawn and agility go down? Not like, yes, I know you have a crit, but like to talk to you about it, I need to know what I'm saying.
He damaged a nerve cluster, and so I'm kind of goofy when I try to fight.
Yeah, I can only try to heal one of them. So, all right. So
Agility is probably the one to heal.
No.
Yeah.
It is 1 crit that did both.
He has 2 crits on him.
oh,
He has 2
What's-
different crits, but one of
what's
them
the
is
50
making...
do?
It reduced his strain.
Okay. All right. So you look tired. I can fix that, maybe. Or you're leaning to one side pretty heavily. That looks kind of fucked up. Which one do you want me to fix? I can only do one.
I think the leaning to one side is my primary concern right now. I need to fight harder.
All right, let's do this.
Do you want
Rub
to?
my hands together.
Does anyone want to spend a story point on this? It's a daunting check.
I am casting Maim Mending. Engage yourself. Hard difficulty. It just says hard difficulty. Heal crit.
Oh,
Oh, that's cool.
nice.
Yeah, I'm using a spell for this one because I didn't use a spell to heal him.
Okay, gotcha.
That's sorry. Yeah, that I was reading that, and that's why I was like, I don't need to upgrade it. It's only hard. I got this.
Okay.
You're pro.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. It's nice for the nasty ones, anyways.
Yeah,
I'll be
5 and
surprised.
1 on this end.
Honey,
What?
I rolled this purple dice.
What happened?
Yeah.
5 and 1.
Oh, that's upsetting. Okay, let me look at my sheet. Hold on. Been staggered. I have nothing to magically. Wait, after casting a heal spell. This is not a heal spell. Yeah, I have nothing to magically beat you with your bullshit ass roll.
Yeah.
5 and
That's our
1.
luck.
All right. So as I'm working on it, I'm just like, oh boy, that is a toughie. Okay, let me work some magic here. Hold on. So then I start to do my thing, and I'm talking to the sky. Again, as Josh has pointed out, my god is not actually talking to me. It's just kind of a character affect. Okay, so this guy, what? But like, what? But like, he's like really, what? You're busy. I mean, I get that. You're kind of a busy lady. If you could just, what? You already brought him back from the dead? Oh, and the lady too? You're tired. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone now. And I kind of put my hands down. They stop glowing, and I'm like, she's busy. I'm sorry.
Well, you did better than I would have.
Oh man.
It's all right. I don't. Let me see if I can handle my own. You don't have to keep doing all of this. Let's see. I'm gonna try to heal my own crit with my own medicine.
Okay. And then what difficulty is it?
No, really. You don't have to.
What difficulty is yours?
It's a 31. So
Okay, and you do not have medical tools, correct?
Mm,
So it's just
I have no, yeah.
one threat.
2 success, 3 advantage.
Yeah, you managed to bind it up.
Just a flesh wound. Nice.
Is everyone feeling a little bit better?
Little butt.
Looking around, as I mentioned before, you're in a dimly lit cave. The sun's apparently still up in the sky because there are shafts of light pouring in maybe 50 feet above. Sorry, 40 feet above. Aside from that, this cavernous space, there appears to maybe be a tunnel or two off in the distance that you could pursue as well.
Tunnel.
Whoa, Libby.
Yes?
Where to now?
Well, we could ramble around in the labyrinthian tunnels, but we might run across packs that will have to be taught a lesson just like these.
Why did the Technu attack us anyway?
I think you'll have to understand the ways is that the folk here are still appealing to a primal sense of their nature. In this land, respect is given to those that can fend for themselves, and there's almost a hierarchy made. Even some of those that are sapient, like the rest of us, or awoken, come down here and willfully engage with this, to get in touch with this side of themselves. Not all of them, but there are some. And you hear some coughing. There appears to be a figure kind of hunched up underneath of one of the ledges nearby, trying not to draw attention to themselves.
Can we help you?
He kind of like turns his back a little bit further away, and like you see him like looking over. You see like the lights of a pupil looking over a shoulder in your guys' general direction. Person, very very smeagolly in the nature of like their clothing is pretty much a loincloth and a tattered shirt that's kind of like pulled up, almost kind of like a failed attempt at a shawl, so to speak. You can't really see their face from here, but you see scars on their back from where a little bit of light manages to reflect just so on them.
Do they look like a Teketnu, or
No, you see the pale flesh of some sort of goblinoid, whether it's a goblin or an orc or a human. It's hard to necessarily make out from here, or an ogre or whatever, but they're smaller too.
It's okay. We don't bite. Wait, you guys don't bite, right?
Not to my knowledge.
Of course not.
I've only bitten those who deserve it.
You're a weird man.
Hey, sometimes you drop your dagger.
Did we
You're a
get
very
any response?
weird man.
Did we get any response from the
No.
Smeagol?
They kind of rock up onto their feet a little bit, like in a little bit more of a prepared stance, but still kind of like their main concern is warmth more than anything else. You hear another from them.
I'm gonna slowly start to approach again.
Okay. He slightly starts to stand and like put his back away from you, so that way he can like get ready for a dash, and you see now a bit of his face. And something that's very peculiar about it is that the center of his face is almost like hard to see his eyes, because there's a large bulge right about where his nose should be. And his eyes kind of just peek out just above the bulge. And off of that, you see a distended trunk that is angry and purplish. And as you get a little bit closer, you notice that it moves a little bit. And as it kind of jerks up a little bit from the middle, you can see fingers on the end. Apparently, this person has an arm, a smaller arm than the two on his shoulders, more of a goblin-esque arm stitched to his face, or his nose.
Nose.
And he's like, kind of like back a little bit, like he's like looking at you, and like looking around to see if there's some other way to go. You're not from the ways. Kind of looks around. Do you have food?
I do not have a lot of food.
I do. You can
Okay.
have another one of my aging ears of.
Kind of like
A lot of those.
You said it out, and he kind of like looks over. He seems pretty reserved to kind of to go over there, and he kind of.
I like set it on the ground and then like take a few paces back.
Okay, he waits until you're far enough away that he just doesn't need to fear you to walk forward a little bit. Generosity is not rewarded down here. You got to. Starts chewing on it.
Immediately attacks.
Huh?
Immediately attacks.
He grabs it and kind of skulks back across the stream a little bit, and sliding a little bit, and kind of going towards where his little lean over was. He looks over at one of the Tekechnu corpses, and as he's chewing on the corn, he kind of grabs it and starts pulling it forward a little bit. See him take one of the fingers and crack it off like a crab leg, and suck some of the stuff out from it. As his little baby hand is holding the gnawed on piece of corn.
So
This is
deeply
just pleasant.
disturbed.
So, who are you? What are you doing down here? And how can we help you in exchange, possibly for information?
Kind of looks down. Fire. Do you have means of fire? He kind of looks around.
Mhm.
I could use the food. And he gestures towards the dead Tekechnu.
I'm not doing anything with it. It's all yours.
It's been a long
Eh.
time since I've been warm. Cooked meal.
It's
Sorry, buddy.
not like
Let's
it's.
do a survival check. Start fire.
Yeah, do you have I'm assuming you've got a tinderbox and stuff like that with your kit. You could easily make. Oh, actually, you need to look around for a little bit of wood. So give me a survival check. Yeah.
I'm just going to ponder the morality of whether or not this is, cannibalism or not. Eating crab people, I don't know. I'm not a meat eater in general myself, but man.
Success 3 advantage.
Yeah, you're good. So you managed to start building something up there. And he's drawn across the water. You see he's got one of the Tekechnu by a proverbial ankle as he's kind of getting a little bit closer. Sit down towards the warmth. He's like, thank you. My name. It's been a while. Geestrom. They used to call me Geestrom.
Easter.
Yes. Back when I lived on the surface. It looks like you've seen better days, sir. Geestrom, sit by the fire. Get warm. And he kind of pulls out some more whiskey and passes it over to him. And feel free, here, we can get a spit for you on those legs. I know they don't cook well unless you get a spit. It'll scorch if you put the chitin right in the fire. And he goes to pull a stick to help, feed it through one of the legs.
Ugh.
I'm gonna start, as this is going on, just casually starting to build my friend,
Okay.
my construct, but I know that takes a long time, so.
Do you have the supplies to do it? Or are you going to need to forage for it first?
I would like to forage for some stuff if I could, if he's also foraging these bodies,
Okay, you're going
A
to use
little bit.
pieces of these corpses? Because it does need to be organic material.
Whatever is available in the close proximity. I do have hidden storage.
Yeah, there is plenty of stuff to harvest from the corpse of the Drider, the Chimera, and the Tekechnu.
Okay.
If you'd like to begin that process. Give me a survival check.
Is it my hidden storage as a simple survival check? Does that count, or is that different?
We'll do that in just a second.
Sorry, 3 success, 2 advantage.
3 success, 2 advantage. Okay. Yeah. So you started on this process, and after you guys healed and rested up, it'll probably take you. I don't know. Your ability says it's like an hour or something like that, or it's a long rest, right? You can build it on a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you start putting this together as these guys talk, but that's about 6 to 8 hours of work, so to speak, to put this together. So you started on the process, and you can use your hidden storage if you would like to find some rare salvageable materials out of these creatures as you are scavenging for basic supplies to put your minion back together.
I triumph 3 success, 2 advantage.
Yeah, well, what does the ability say that it's just hidden supplies?
Once per day or encounter simple survival check, find ingredients and crafting supplies equal to your success plus ranks in hidden storage with rarity equal to the advantage.
Okay, I'll let you do the math and figure that out. The triumph you can use to increase the rarity or double the quantity if you'd like.
Okay. Thanks.
Yep. So you guys see your buddy Emery just starting to dissect things in the background and start like creating a pile as this guy is just like using his gross trunk to like feed himself from these bug corpses.
We're the good guys.
We're the good guys.
Yeah. Helping a poor, unfortunate noseman.
Sorry for the side tangent.
So he takes some time just to get warm and eat. But go ahead and engage in whatever conversation you want with him.
How'd you get down here?
I was running. Mostly at the time, I had debts to pay back. With the what's their man? I got so many notes I don't want. I don't need those anymore, but I do need these. Goes. My operation went well, but I was sick for a bit, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to hold down a good job anymore. I needed to borrow money, and the only ones willing to accept money, accept giving me a loan. I think I put their name here. The only ones willing to give me a loan with an Atari. They didn't like when I couldn't square up my debts, so they threw me into the ways. That was a while ago. It's a long time. They haven't let me
Dads
back
have a
out.
way of inflicting scars, I know from personal experience.
Maybe you guys could talk to them for me. Get me out of here.
They're in the city. We can't really go back there right now. If they're in the forest for some reason, we can probably go that way.
Ah, there are. I know. There's ways down here. Ways out. I've seen them. But even the Atari guard those. They won't let me out. They know I'm blacklisted. But maybe you guys could speak to them. If I showed
We're
you
good at getting out of places.
through, maybe you'd get me out of here.
We can try.
Don't see why we wouldn't try. Seems kind of crummy down here. There's not many trees, not much sun.
Very little to eat.
And very little to eat.
And what you can eat is trying to eat you first. Not how I like my meals.
I don't know if I could make it another toilet. I don't even know if it's been a toilet. Poor guy.
He's doing the big sad.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, you point us in the right direction, we'll do the big stab.
Well, the sun is out. We can surely make a day of it to turn that frown upside down, huh? You know the way out. You can guide us along. You know a reason why we need to spend more time down here than we need already. It is a foul place, ways. But, prove useful in certain situations. I'm sure a few silver couldn't buy off a couple of guards. Not really looking for, much more than a warm meal by the end of the day anyways. Although this one seems a bit distracted. He kind of looks over at Emery's elbow deep in what you're up to.
Well, you see, this chest plate here is a pretty good. Would you say that's the size of like a porcupine belly or like an elk chest?
I'm not used to measuring elk and kittenish pieces, but I'd say it's about torso sized for a massive porcupine, or you could use it as a rump for an elk.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah. I can finish this later. I just
Strange creature. It's light-heartening the way you play with the dead. Hand me another piece of that guy, will you?
can't believe you're not just eating.
Life finds a way.
Oh,
Okay.
Wait.
Are you going to head out now? What's your guys' plan?
I mean, head out now, probably.
That's fine.
Don't want to sleep in a sewer for much longer.
Yeah.
You would have harvested 5 encumbrance worth of materials to do your guy. Because I think it's 50. It's like 50
Yeah.
supplies.
I will take what I can carry. I will do the math later.
Okay. Cool.
Because I had some of that already. But
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Well, by all means, lead the way. Was it Geetrum? Geestrum. It's fine. We don't need to be on a first name basis. I get it. I'm a miserable old soul. And he proceeds to move forward and leads you guys through these dank, caustic tunnels, where some life has indeed found a way. There's moss growing in certain areas, and it appears now that you guys have managed to collect into a consolidated group, there's not a lot that would consider moving in on you guys, seeing as most folks that are down here are on their own, so to speak, other than some bands of ticket who would prefer just to pick off stragglers. As you guys move your way through, eventually you come to a rise which lets a bit more light in, and on the outside there is of a great maw of a cave entrance. It's probably 20 feet wide, ceiling about 8 feet tall. You see smoke rising from what appears to be some sort of campfire just on the outside, on the far left hand side. And you hear a couple of figures talking in a clicking, glottal speech to each other about the day. About apparently they're arguing over some cards every now and then. What do you guys do?
Good. There's more of them, and we're not looking so hot. Looking pointedly at Ilya.
Yep. Quite the opposite. Those are the Natari, aren't they?
The Geestrom looks up. All of the entrances to the ways are guarded by the Natari, which is the gang of Tekeknu who have a huge presence in Lamore. Those are their men. If they're the ones that kicked me and beat me and turned me away, saying I couldn't leave.
Chance of moving past them without them seeing us.
Wallaby, did you have a plan for how we...
Well, I mean,
apart?
there's really no reason why we can't just keep walking. Us. Sorry, Keystrom. Other than, I take my word very seriously. I can go and maybe introduce these guys to a few card games they've never heard of before. Get their attention. All nice and easy like. Maybe you guys sneak Keystrom out that then.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't involve more violence, which I don't think I'm prepared for.
No. I find rarely folks are prepared for violence. They're much more prepared for a good time. It might cost me one bottle, but so be it. It's a loss for the whole team, is it not?
We can always get you another bottle later.
It's full. Kind of slaps you on the back and struts forward, and you see him start to engage in conversation with the guards. The guards stand up, and you see that these ones are armed and apparently have, actual clothes and stuff. They appear to be some sort of civilized folks in some way, shape, or form. He talks to them, and you see that in a rather quick turnaround, he's got them laughing in this weird kind of zizzing noise that the Tekeknu make. And even shortly after that, he's got them sitting back down again and is playing into their games of cards. You hear him, "Oh, you swindled me again, Evershin. Oh, you have a devil's luck. Eve must be on your side." And they start prattling off a little bit more. And so he's now facing towards, the cave, or towards the profile of the cave, whereas he's got those two guys facing backs towards you, so to speak, or back towards the mouth of the cave.
Okay. So let's kind of try to, walk in, a formation where, that guy's, behind us, right? Kind of hidden behind.
Okay. Are you going to do a cool or a stealth approach to this? Walk out "Sup? Nothing to see here," or are you going to try to, not be heard or anything?
I'm gonna go for stealth.
Okay. So I'm going to have all of you roll me a stealth check, and I'm going to give you each a setback die to helping cover him, so to speak.
Ooh.
I am not good at stealth.
1 success, 3 advantage.
A 2 success, 2 advantage.
2 success, nothing else.
Okay. So, as you guys slowly make your way forward, it's suddenly very clear to you that your shoes make a much different sound on the outside floor of what appears to be a lightly wooded area. Dry leaves crack rather than boots on stone. And as you guys get up and out of this area, you have to hold your breath as you can hear these guards. I mean, you're within 10 feet of them at this point. But at one point, stepping forward a little bit, you hear a slight and as the guards kind of perk up a little bit, Wallaby goes, "What is going on with this chair? So creaky!" And he kind of wiggles it back and forth a little bit underneath of him, and you hear it and he kind of looks over at you guys, so he looks kind of up and pointedly does not look at you guys. And he goes, I'll have to talk to Vivgena later on. Hey, he's definitely got to get you better supplies stationed out in a backwater like this. And you slowly let the air out of your chest there for a second and keep moving forward just a hair. And before you know it, you're able to, the area opens up in front of you, and you see that ahead seems to be a bit of farmland.
Neat.
Hmm.
So, like underground farmland? Are they growing fungus?
So you come out of you're basically in a hilly area, and you just come out of like a couple of trees, a crop of trees that are butted up against basically a cave that appears to be like. If you're standing out in front of it, it's actually the cave mouth is not perfectly perpendicular to the surface of the earth. It's kind of tilted, so to speak. So it's much more lower profile for the further away you get from it. In fact, being 100 yards away, you wouldn't even see that there was a cave there. As you break away from this outcropping of a couple, like there's like maybe 10 trees and some bushes, so to speak, in this area. From here, as you guys gaze once again into the lit sky, you make it just enough distance away, maybe 20 minutes before Wallaby catches back up with you guys. Oh, my knees don't do that as much as they used to. You guys pack mighty fine pace when you're feeling a fire underneath you. Hey, speaking of which, where's Geestrom? Geestrom's already made it, like, parted from you guys as soon as the guards, as soon as you guys made past the guards, so to speak. Thinking that he probably has a better chance on his own than sticking with the group that he may owe debts to. Not knowing people, now that he's kind of gotten his law of chivalry code done to the T, what's going to happen from there?
He's out.
Well, where to next? We got Wretch. We got you taken care of. You're outside of the town. He looks over. Personally, I kind of need to get to Bracken Bastion. There's a fella I need to talk to.
I'm headed that same way. Would you both be willing to still come along with us? I could certainly use your help.
Okay. I just don't want to starve to death.
Be dead if not for the help of our rat and friends, so I think we have strength in numbers.
Yay! Strength!
Very well. To the Bracken Bastion we go. From there, we can go and pick your quandary on the location of that ship. But, now we got a heading.
The location of a ship?
No. West and south we go.
Did I miss something about a ship?
So I'm looking for a ship.
Not one like on the Crystal Tarn or anything, right?
Are you talking to the DM, right?
No.
No, I'm talking to, well, I assume Sharon knows what ship he's looking for.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Looking for a ship because there's somebody I'm looking for.
So if you go to the far right side of the map, the Crystal Tarn is that big-ass lake just to the north. So when she's like, not on the Crystal Tarn, that's what she's referencing. So I figured I'd pull that up for you.
Because I actually came that way and ran into a ship that hit a bunch of trouble, and boy, I just hate it if that was the ship you were looking for, that's all.
Is it?
You guys
I'll
both
go
have,
wherever.
you guys both have the names of the ships.
The Gaul? Does that sound familiar to you?
Let's see.
No.
I don't think I have the name of whatever ship I was looking for.
Tidal Pleasure, I believe.
Tidal Pleasure.
The Tides of Leisure.
Tides of Leisure. Okay. Okay. Oh, good. Not the same one. Just checking. It's fine.
Well, it's decided then. And you guys make your way south from there. And that is where we'll pick up next time.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us on our great adventure of the Call of the Hunger, everyone. And if you have any questions, comments that you would like to, you'd like for either me to address or maybe some of the accompaniment here, go ahead and throw that into the YouTube comment section, and we'll get back to you when we can.